Hello guys, so from this video I have decided to launch a new video lecture series that will consist of a number of playlists where I will going to talk about the entire quantitative aptitude, okay, and where there will be detailed concept of each and every chapter. So as you can see, this is the first playlist of those video lecture series where we will going to talk about concept of simplification. That means here we will going to discuss about different concepts of different topics that you need to know to do simplification within time, because we all know that the fact of simplification is nothing but how fast we can calculate, right? So in this playlist, first couple of video will all about the different concepts that you need to know to do simplification very fast. Then we will going to do some exercise questions too, okay? So let's start. This the first video of simplification concept is about the numbers, types of numbers. So what do you mean by natural numbers? Natural numbers means 1 2 3 4 5 6 up to infinity, any positive integer, okay? Remember one thing, natural number cannot be fraction, cannot be decimal. Decimal means natural number cannot be something like this 5.5, no, okay? Similarly, it cannot be in fraction. Now what do you mean by the whole number? So if you add 0 with the natural number series, then you will get whole number. That means 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 to infinity is your whole number, okay? Now what do you mean by the integers? Integer is all the negative values of whole number. If joined with positive values of whole number, then we will get integer, okay? So integer can be divided into three parts. One is positive integer. Positive integer is 1 to infinity. Negative integer is minus 1 to minus infinity, okay? And 0 is null integer. Remember, 0 is null integer because we are not considering 0 as positive number or negative number, okay? That is why we have taken 0 under the category of null integer, okay? So now what do you mean by even number? Even number is any number which is divisible by 2, but here the fact is 0, we are considering 0 as a even number, okay? And rest you know, I think, okay? So now let's talk about the odd number. Odd number is any number which is not divisible by 2. For example, 1 3 5 7 9 11, okay? Now what do you mean by prime number? Prime number is any number who have only two factor, okay? That means which can be divisible by two numbers, okay? So what are those number? One number is the number itself and another one is 1, okay? For example, let's say 2. 2 can be divisible by 2 and 1, okay? Similarly 3. 3 can be divisible by itself and 1, okay? So remember one interesting thing, that is there are 15 prime number up to the number 50, okay? And there are 25 prime numbers up to 100, okay? Now let's talk about composite number. Composite number is any number who have more than two factors, okay? For example, 4. 4 have 1 2 and 4, three factors. Similarly 6. 6 have 1 2 3 and 6 itself, four factors, okay? So any number, any natural number who have more than two factors are composite numbers. But one interesting thing, that 1 is neither prime or composite number, okay? But 0 is even number, remember it, okay? And 2 is only even number which is a prime number, okay? Now co-prime number. What do you mean by the term co-prime number? So co-prime number is the combination of two natural number, let's say A and B, whose HCF is 1. What do you mean by the term HCF? HCF is highest common factor. That means the highest common factor for 2 and 3 is 1. Okay, for 4 and 5 is 1. That means 1 is the highest number that can divide both 4 and 5. Okay, similarly for 7, 9, 8, 11, 9, 14, 11, 13. Okay, so here one thing, that is, it is not necessary to have a pair consisting of both the prime numbers to be a co-prime number. Okay, there can be, but it is not all the time. Okay, that means A and B may be prime numbers, but that does not mean that all the time it will be prime number. Okay, you may get A as a composite number, B as a prime number too, but their HCF will be 1. Okay, so for a quick recap, we have discussed today about natural numbers. Natural numbers is 1, 2, 3, 4, infinity. Now then we have talked about whole numbers. So if you add 0 in the natural number series, you will get whole number. Now integer can be divided into positive integer. Positive integer is 1, 2, 3, 4. Now negative integer is -1, -2, -3, -4. And null integer is 0, because we are considering 0 as neither positive neither negative. Okay, then we have talked about even number. Even number is any number which can be divisible by 2, right? Then we have talked about odd number, any number which is not divisible by 2, right? Then we have discussed about the prime numbers. So any number who have two factors only. Okay, for example 2 have one factor and the number itself, that is 2. Okay, and 2 is the only even number that is a prime number. Okay, that is another interesting thing. And 0 is also a even number, remember it very carefully. Now composite number is any number who have more than two factors. For example 4 1, 2, 4, it is having 3 factors, right? And the last one is composite, your co-prime number is a combination of two number whose HCF is 1. Okay, for example 2 and 3, right? And remember another thing, that is 1 is neither prime number nor composite number. Okay, so that is the end of that video. I know you may think that this video is totally waste of time, but please believe me, there will be various type of simplification questions will be there where you can use the knowledge of numbers. Okay, not only that, in case of number series also, where you have to check the pattern of number series, you can use the concept of prime numbers there. You can use the concept of natural number, whole numbers there. So this was the first video of the concepts of simplification. So I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you.